Make no mistake, guys, when you see something at 4K, 60 frames per second with HDR, it really is a sight to behold. I mean, how amazing does that look? And it's not just 4K HDR YouTube. If I back out of this, let's go into Netflix and let's go into one of these shows over here. Let's try this one. And there you see it, guys. So Ultra HD 4K. Now, all of this is being powered by this sub $30 Android TV device. Now, I did do an initial review of this a couple of weeks ago, and I mean, for $30, guys, it really is hard not to be impressed by what this device can do. Now, in that review, one of the key issues I had with this box was the fact that I couldn't get the USB storage working. I mean, this only comes with a couple of gigs of free storage, which if I just go over to the settings now, and there we see it, guys, we have the standard 4 gigs or 4.8 gigs of internal storage, and we now have this USB drive formatted as device storage. And what that means is I can now install applications from third-party sources from the Play Store directly to that USB drive, and I can also move applications that were previously on the internal storage over to that USB drive as well. So let me do that right now. Let's go over to applications. Let's find an application to move. Okay, so this thing here, this Anatili, a Wi-Fi speed tester, is 55 meg in size. If I click on that, and if I now click on the USB drive, just like that, we can now move those applications from the internal storage over to our USB drive. Now, I really wish the process on the Fire Stick was as easy as this, guys, but we can see that works flawlessly. Now, in case you're wondering how I actually got the device storage working on the Dynalink box, as you guys know from my previous video, I tried different OTG adapters, OTG cables. I even tried different USB hubs, different power adapters, different USB drives, and none of them would actually allow me to complete the format. One thing I didn't try, which I did actually try yesterday or the day before, was a smaller USB drive. Now, in all of my previous testing, all of the different USB drives that I was using were 32 gigs and higher, whereas this drive is 16 gigs. So here I've just plugged in a small 1 gig USB drive just to prove that the process works again. If I now click on that, let's select the option to erase and format that as device storage, and click on format again. And this was basically the process that just wouldn't work before, even though I tried numerous USB drives, different OTG cables, different adapters, none of that stuff would work. But here we can see, hopefully on the first try, by using 16 gig or less, it does seem to work every time. It's probably not going to work now, but let's see if that works. And there we have it, guys. So that's now formatted correctly. I don't want to move any files now, so let's click on move later. And there we have it. So we have the normal internal storage, and we also have this brand new USB drive that I've formatted as device storage. And one final test, just to make sure that it is consistently able to move applications. I can pick an app like Explore. I can click on storage, choose the new USB drive. And just like that, we've once again moved an application from the internal storage over to that USB drive. So it is a little bit fiddly. I really do wish it worked with all sizes and all types of USB drives, but this unit does seem to be quite picky. Let's back out of that. And let's just do a quick speed test. Okay, so very comfortably we can push 300 and wow, even 340 meg downstream with this sub $30 Android TV. Wow, 357 meg, guys. That really is a phenomenal speed to get on a small device like this. And let's just test one more time to make sure that wasn't a fluke. Was it a fluke? And I wasn't. Okay, fine. So comfortably over 300 and 350 or okay, so comfortably again over 350 meg over 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. Let's back out of that. Now, as this is official box, we get the voice search. So I can now just press this. What's the weather in London? And that comes back straight away. And that's working great. Let's back out of that. We can also use the voice to interact with applications. So for example, I could say, play 4K video on YouTube. Give that a second. That should automatically load YouTube for us. It has, and it also starts playing or auto playing that content for us. So just having an official certified Android TV device does come with some really good benefits like this. Let's try some 4K video. Okay, so here we can just confirm, looking at the stats here, that we are pushing this at 4K, and most importantly you can see if any frames were dropped. And so far we can see out of 738 frames, it's not dropped a single frame. And that really is a fantastic picture there. Let's just forward that a bit. And I'm currently running this on 5 GHz Wi-Fi. As we just saw with the specs, guys, because it is a quad-core CPU with those 2 gigs RAM, it really shouldn't have any problems playing 4K video. And one last time we can see that this box is currently processed more than 3,000 frames and it's not dropped a single one. So really, really good performance there. Okay, let's back out of that. Let me quickly pair up an Xbox controller. So let's go to settings, let's go to remotes and accessories, click on add accessory, and let's see if we can find my Xbox controller. There we are. Let's click on that. That's now connected. And that also means I can actually control this using the Xbox controller. All right, so let's just try some gaming. That's actually really smooth. So I don't really expect a box or a little dongle at $30 to have graphics as nice and smooth as that. That's pretty impressive. My driving's pretty good as well. I will try some emulation after this just to see what it's like, but so far it's a nippy little box or dongle. Let's try some PSP emulation. Okay, so PlayStation emulation on the Dynalink box. We can see the frame rate on the top right. Yeah, that's pretty nice, guys. But this is playing alright, guys. I mean, I'm getting the occasional dip, but I mean, for a sub $30 box, it's pretty good. Okay, so wrapping this up, what are my closing thoughts on this small Dynalink Android TV box? Well, I mean, it is on special offer at the moment. So for sub $30, you get a small, very compact Android TV 10 device that does have those 4K official certifications for Netflix, for YouTube, for Prime Video, all of the certifications, the voice control, and as we saw in this video, we can even get USB storage working. So really, to have those kind of features at a sub $30 price point, I do think this is an absolute steal. I won't say that the device is perfect, as we've seen that it is picky with the kind of USB drives that it supports. Also on the home screen that the HDR is permanently on, which does seem to be a bug on some of these Android TV dongles. But again, guys, I mean, for $30, even if you didn't have USB storage, I just think for a small compact device, it really is worthwhile checking out. And I believe that the special price of $29 or $29.5 is only on for the next few days. So if you do want to check it out, definitely go over to Best Buy. Do have a look in the video description for a link to this box. It's not an affiliated link, so if you want to check it out, it's totally up to you. Do leave me a comment below, let me know what you think about this box, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.